And the pitch is lined toward the gap in right center field. Base hit, going all the way to the wall. One run obviously scores Gallo, and LeMahieu holds at second with a double. A ribby double for DJ LeMahieu. And for the umpteenth time, the Yankees take the lead 6-5.
One of the craziest baseball games you will ever see. The Yankees, as you heard there, took the lead on that LeMahieu RBI double. John Sterling with the call. The Yankees shaked off 4 straight blown leads and won the game over the Royals last night, 8-6 in 11 innings. Even the 11th inning, the Royals had the winning run at the plate. I mean, you cannot make this up. The Yankees bullpen imploded. I know Chapman's on the injured list, but Britton couldn't get the save. Loaisiga couldn't get a save. I mean, Clay Holmes couldn't get a save. It just, what a mess. Thankfully, the Yankees offense came alive. I mean, what was crazy about this game, it was no score in the 7th inning. The Yankees take a 1-0 lead, the Royals tie it up. Yankees take a 2-1 lead, the Royals tie it up. Then you go to the 9th inning. Yankees take a 3-2 lead, the Royals tie it up. Every inning, Yankees would score, Royals would tie it up. And then finally, the Yankees did indeed, blow the game open, if you will. They had an 8-5 lead going to the bottom of the 11th, and yeah, they won the game. But man, you don't feel good about that win. I mean, you take the win and you move on, and you hope you never have to remember that game again. But that game was almost 5 hours, and the Yankees needed to win that game because Jameson Taillon gave them another excellent start. 6 scoreless innings. Look, I killed Taillon at the beginning of the season. He was not good, but he has been so good the last 2 months. He was the American League Pitcher of the Month for July. He's been great so far in August. I mean, this guy's been great. 22 starts. He leads the Yankees in starts. Who would have thought that, given the fact he's coming off, 2 Tommy John surgeries? The Taillon trade, after not working early, has been a great move by Brian Cashman. I was dead wrong. I give Brian Cashman a ton of credit. It's worked. So the Yankees win this game, and you want to feel good about it, but yet there's another injury. And that's what I want to talk about. So Gleyber Torres injures his thumb sliding into second base on Sunday. He's now on the injured list and could miss 10 days or so. So the Yankees lose Gleyber. 2 days ago, they lost Rizzo because he has COVID. You're still without Garrett Cole and Jordan Montgomery and Gary Sanchez because of COVID. You lost Judge to COVID earlier in the year. You lost Loaisiga to COVID earlier in the year. Gio Urshela, you lost to COVID, and now he's still injured and had a setback, and he's not coming back. I'm going to give you the Yankees lineup for the injured team, right? This is the Yankees lineup of guys that are on the injured list. And you tell me who wins in a 7-game series, the IL Yankees or the active Yankees. So let's start with the injured list team. You ready? In center field, Aaron Hicks. In left field, Clint Frazier. In right field, Trey Amburgey. At third base, Miguel Andujar. At shortstop, Gio Urshela. At second base, Gleyber Torres. At first base, Anthony Rizzo. At DH, Chris Gittens. At catcher, Gary Sanchez. And you ready for the starting rotation? Garrett Cole, Luis Severino, Corey Kluber, Jordan Montgomery, Domingo Germán. Your closer, Aroldis Chapman. To me, it's not even close. The IL Yankees would sweep the current Yankees. The rotation has Cole, Severino, and Kluber. Monty, who's good, is your fourth. The IL Yankees would sweep the current Yankees. The current Yankees' best players would be Judge, LeMahieu, Gallo, Voit, Stanton. But your ace would be Taillon. Nestor Cortez would be your number 2. Luis Gil, who's a rookie, would be your 3. Andrew Heaney and his 5+ ERA would be your 4. Tyler Wade and Rugi Odor got to start for you at shortstop and third base. Brett Gardner's your everyday center fielder. The Yankees IL team would beat the current team. It's crazy to say out loud, but it's true. That's how beat up the Yankees are right now, which is why they just got to continue to find a way to just win games and make the most of the situation. Hope they get Garrett Cole back soon, who looks like he's still throwing in his backyard while he's in COVID protocol. I mean, the Yankees in 2019 set an MLB record for players on the injured list. They're on pace to break that this year. There's only 4 guys on the Yankees roster that were on the opening day roster. Like 4 guys have avoided the COVID list, the injured list, or the paternity list. Like DJ LeMahieu missed the game because he had a child, or his wife had a child. You know how that goes. So the Yankees do win last night, but man, it's just like it's you. I just gave you an all-star team that's on the injured list, and the Yankees are 1 game out of the wild card in the loss column. They're 62-50. The Red Sox are 65-49, and right behind the Yankees is Toronto at 60-50. So you look at this Yankees team right now, and they have to find a way to win these games. And the schedule gets harder. They play the White Sox at the end of the week. Thursday's the Field of Dreams game in Iowa. They play the Royals for 2 more. You won last night. That's huge. It was ugly. Almost 5 hours. The Yankees had multiple chances to win, and they were the first team since 1900 to blow 4 saves in the game. But at least they won. That's all I can say about that. At least they won. That was ugly last night. But now if you're a Yankee fan, I know many of you listening are, you got to win again today. At least take this series. You got the great Nestor Cortez on the mound tonight. Cortez on the mound against the Royals. Against Daniel Lynch in his 6 ERA. Yankees got to swing the bats. It was good to see Luke Voit had a couple big hits last night. Big RBI single. Had a home run that should have been the game winner, but the Yankees bullpen's inept. Obviously, losing Anthony Rizzo is a big loss. He's a lefty. He's a great defender. He's a great 2-strike hitter. But Luke Voit was, considered one of the better first basemen in the league for a reason. He's been out of the lineup most of the year, but that was a nice reminder from Luke Voit last night to Yankee fans why he led baseball in home runs last year in the shortened season. That was a big win last night. It was ugly as hell, but if you're a Yankee fan, you just got to stack these wins and hope that guys come back and could be part of a team that I guess is still alive for the division, but to me, I'm more locked into the wild card aspect. Just get into the playoffs and you got a shot. That's how you got to look at it. Aaron Boone got ejected last night, so he didn't even get to be managing this team into extra innings. He got ejected in the 7th inning. And this was Aaron Boone, though, after the game on his team, finding a way to win in 11 innings.
Give the Royals credit. I mean, they battled and gave some really tough at-bats and came up with some really clutch hits with, 2 outs, 2 down to their last out strike. They kept coming. So credit to them, but it's not always going to be perfect. But these guys you got to continue to just move forward. The next pitch is the most important.
Yeah, and getting healthy is really important too. Wouldn't it be nice if the Yankees could actually have a team at full strength? And it doesn't make any sense, these injuries. Like, they're COVID related, most of them. The Yankees were one of the first teams to get vaccinated, and they've had the other than I think Milwaukee, they've had more COVID players than anyone. It doesn't make sense. I know they got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. You know my thoughts on the Johnson family, so I get it. But I don't understand, why the Yankees have had an outbreak here. There are teams that aren't vaccinated that have 50% of their team vaccinated, and they suffer nothing. It's crazy. And big players too. Judge, Rizzo, Sanchez, Urshela. It's amazing. I don't get it. And I'll tell you what, in a 7-game series, who wins, the IL Yankees or the active Yankees? Give me the team that has a rotation of Garrett Cole, Luis Severino, and Corey Kluber. I'll take that team over the Yankees' current rotation of Tyone, Cortez, Heel, and Haney. Man, what a bizarre season.